Hey, what's up guys and gals? Danny Lana back with another Warbots video. So we got a small giveaway for you, and somebody was asking me about some specific weapons the other day and if they were any good. So we're going to throw some Tulumbas on the Ultimate Lancelot, and we're going to try these things out. Now it says they do 3,624 damage, 500 meter range, 18-second reload. I think 2 missiles comes out before you're out of ammo, or something very close to that. So we got 3 Tulumbas and a shield. Now I guarantee you, these are gonna suck. So let's go get this horrible weapons into some gameplay, and then we're gonna do this week's small giveaway. So after the gameplay, we will get to the giveaway part. So let's go do it to it. Let's try these things out and find out how absolutely horrible they are and why I don't suggest anybody to put any resources into these terrible weapons. All right, here we go. Ba-bam. All right, we're going to drop this guy in right here, and we're going to shoot a few people. So we got 3 Tulumbas. These things do have a 500 meter range, but truthfully, I really don't think they are going to do wonderful. So there's the first person we're going to try to shoot at if all goes well. We're in range. See if we can get a couple of... No, where did he go? All right, he teleported over here. Let's go over this way. Now the reload is a bit long on these, unfortunately. Oh, look at that. We're out of ammo already. That is not wonderful. All right, where are you going, Mr. Amugi? Please land so I can shoot you right in the face. He went back behind that thing. Can I make it up there? Probably not. That's it. I mean, that's all the ammo we had right there. It did very little damage to that Amugi. You know, the Punisher and the Punisher T's are pretty good. These weapons, however, I definitely cannot say the same. He's behind the thing. Yeah, these are actually really bad, guys. Do not, I repeat, do not put any resources into these things. They will not, I repeat, they will not do it to it. What is that thing? Yeah, these are some of the worst weapons I've ever played in my entire life. If you play these, you're pretty much guaranteed to be very, very disappointed. I mean, I'm just in awe at how bad these actually are. Bad is not the... Yeah, bad is not even describing the way these things play. So do not, I repeat, do not ever upgrade these. I know there's some robots that come with these weapons. Get them off of there and throw them in the trash can as soon as you possibly can, because that's exactly where these things belong, is in the trash. Right in the trash. Ooh, did we... Nope, somebody else got it. Hold on. As soon as I can move again, I'm going to try and run over here. And we'll see if we can hit this guy a few times. Yeah, these don't do anything, guys. These weapons do absolutely nothing, so do not, I repeat, do not upgrade the Tulumbas. Alright, so I dealt 7 million damage. I had 0 kills, and I guarantee you none of that 7 million damage came from the Tulumbas. I don't think one bit of that came from the Tulumbas, to tell you the truth. Most of it came from this guy right here, with the Tamers and the Subduers, and the rest of it came from this guy right here, my Scavenger Heimdall with the lance weapons. So the Tulumbas probably did like 1% of that. Maybe less than 1%. They were just really, 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 really bad guys and gals. Tulumbas suck. Unfortunately, there are a lot of robots that give you these terrible weapons. Like when the robot shows up in your hangar, it's got these on it, right? I mean, there's not a lot of robots that have these. Most of them have like the Punishers and the Thunders, which are much, much better. But there is a good handful of these weapons that come with the terrible Tulumbas, and whatever that other little rocket weapon is they come with, that's just as bad. I mean, these old school rockets are terrible. Yeah, the pins and the pinatas and the Tulumbas, terrible weapons, guys and gals. Never upgrade these things. they are a total sack of crap. That's all I got to say. They get a sack of crap on the sack of crap score. Whatever that is, I don't know, but we just made it up today. All right, so let's get to this week's little giveaway. Now, this says giveaway number 3. I'm guessing that means the 3rd giveaway of the year. I have to turn on the winners on January 23rd is what that's saying. Now, down here on the bottom, it says this runs from the 16th to the 22nd. Basically, on Wednesdays, I turn in the winners. So these giveaways always start on a Sunday, and Wednesday night before I go to bed, I always turn in the winners. All right, so these IDs in green are last week's winners of the Ladari weapons. Now, these are not out in the game yet, so Pixonic will be sending these out sometime after the new update starts. The new update fully goes live on January 20th, so those Ladari weapons will not be added to the game until January 20th, so they'll be sent out sometime after that, whenever Pixonic gets around to it. Now, when I'm picking the winners, this is exactly what I see on the sheet. I see the dates you entered, I see a player ID, and the item you're trying to win. And I use something to randomly pick a number. I go to that number, I put a little X on the sheet, and then I come over here and I hit this little down arrow and I hit alphabetical order, and then it moves all the people with the X up to the top, and then I can just copy and paste these onto the winners. So that's how the winners are picked. I don't know who these are. They're 100% randomly picked and all that good stuff. But these are last week's winners of the Ladari weapons. All right. Now, if you want to enter this week's giveaway, there's some things you need to know about, and this is how it works and how you have to enter. So make sure you watch the rest of the video to find out. A lot of people don't. They enter incorrectly, and then they have 0 chance of winning, and then they get upset because they didn't win anything. But if you don't enter properly, you're definitely not going to win anything. First up, do not fall for scammers. If somebody replies to one of your comments on my channel and says, hey, you want a prize, send me some money on Telegram or Instagram or this thing or that thing, those are scammers trying to rob you. Sometimes they'll impersonate YouTubers. It's 100% free to enter these giveaways, and if you do win, you will never be asked for money for a prize. Do not send anybody anything. Those people are trying to rob you. Next up, all winners are picked 100% randomly. That way, every single person entering has the same exact chance to win. I don't think that word came out of my mouth correctly, but you guys get the idea. 100% random, 100% of the time. Pixonic gives me rules and I have to follow them, and if I don't, I could lose the chance to give you guys free stuff. So I follow the rules to a T. Whatever they tell me, that's how I do it, guys and gals. That's why I picked the winners 100% randomly. Is only 1 entry per person, so you can't enter 12 times. That's one of the reasons I switched over to the Google Sheets. It's much harder for somebody to spam their ID over and over and over again on these sheets, and if somebody does, it's way easier for me to find it. And you know what? If anybody's caught entering multiple times with the same player ID, you might be put on a blacklist, and you'll never, ever, ever be able to win another giveaway again. Just so you know, YouTube has no affiliation with this giveaway. Pixonic creates the giveaways. They let us YouTubers do them, and that is awesome. So thank you to Pixonic for the giveaways. Yeah. Now on these little giveaways, basically what happens is I pick the winners, I fill out a form on Pixonic's website, and I send it to Pixonic, and then Pixonic will send the winners of these small giveaways out sometime within the next 1 to 2 weeks on average. They might be a little bit behind right now on sending some of these out because they were on vacation for a few weeks for the New Year's. I think they're back in the office now, so hopefully if you won something off one of these little giveaways, hopefully your prizes will be showing up very soon if they haven't already. Now, if you would like to enter this particular giveaway, all you got to do is right underneath the video, there is a description, right? You'll see a little button that says more. You click it, it drops down the full description, and scroll down through that, and you will see a link to a Google form. You just simply fill out the Google form. It's going to ask what's your 6-digit in-game player ID, what's the item you're trying to win, and it's going to have some, explain a few things and have some more rules and regulations and how things work. So make sure you just read through that, answer those 2 questions, and bam, you're entered. You do not get entered by leaving a comment on this video, just so you guys know. But generally it does take them 1 or 2 weeks to send out the prizes after I turn them in. But anyways, those are last week's winners. This is this week's giveaway. These weapons were terrible. I would not upgrade them. They're ultra bad weapons, guys and girls. Very, 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 very bad. So yeah, those things belong in the trash can. I would not recommend those weapons to my worst enemy. They're that bad. So do not, I repeat, do not upgrade the terrible Tulumbas because you will not have a good time with those weapons whatsoever. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you purchased something on the Warbots web shop, don't forget to click that support a creators button and type in my code. That really does help my channel out big time. Doesn't cost you anything extra, and it doesn't help you win the giveaways either. Just so you know, those things are completely unrelated. But if you do purchase something over there, I appreciate it. If you check out the video's description or the pinned comment, you'll see my affiliate links, the merch store, all kinds of awesome stuff, some game news, the sheet to win the giveaway, or enter the giveaway, I should say, and all kinds of good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.